Is the screen visible to you all?
Yes, mom.
Okay. So good morning, children. Now let us start with the problem number 7. So the balance sheet of Surya Company Limited as on 31st of March 2016 is given below. Okay, so whenever they give you the question, don't expect the question to be given in the new format of the balance sheet. Always they will give you in the old format, but when you are preparing the in the balance sheet, after the bonus issue, you're supposed to do it in the new format. Please don't forget that. Okay, so what is the resolutions here? At the annual general meeting it was resolved to pay a dividend of 10%. So far you have seen that whenever you're coming across any question here, directly they have given you either the information relating to converting the partly paid shares into the fully paid shares, or either issuing completely a new bonus shares. But here, apart from those two, okay, we also have some other information which needs to be considered. And for the same, you are again going to make the journal entries and also give the effect of the same in the balance sheet, right? So the first point over here is to pay a dividend of 10%. That means the company has decided to declare a dividend of 10% to the existing shareholder. So whenever the percentage of the dividends are being given, like as you have seen even in the case of the company final accounts, the percentage is always supposed to be calculated on the paid up share capital. So as you here you can see the issued, subscribed and the paid up capital of Surya Company Limited is 2 lakhs of rupees. So on this 2 lakhs of rupees, they have decided to pay a dividend of 10%. So 10% of 2 lakhs, where the amount is 20,000 rupees. That means the company is trying to pay dividends of 20,000 rupees to the shareholders. This is the first resolution, right? Now coming to the second one, to issue one bonus share for every 4 shares held as on the date of last balance sheet. So as you see, the last balance sheet date over here is 31st of March 2016, and as on this particular date there are 20,000 shareholders in the company. So even though the authorized capital is 40,000, but out of which the company has issued only 20,000 shares so far. So based upon this issued capital, okay, they have decided to give one bonus share for every 4 held. That means for every existing 4 shares of the company, they have decided to declare one bonus share. That means to give one bonus shares. So 4:1 is the ratio. So for 20,000, how many bonus shares have to be issued? Is the question mark.
5,000 bonus shares, mom.
Yes, it is 5,000 bonus shares. So whenever the bonus shares are to be issued, it has to be issued fully, okay, because it's a new bonus share. So 5,000, which is at the rate of 10 rupees each, right? So therein the amount required for the same will be 50,000 rupees, okay. So for the same, we also need to make the arrangement. So that we'll see while writing the journal entries. Then coming to the third point, so what it says, to give existing shareholders, okay, the option to purchase one share of rupees 10 each at rupees 14 for every 4 shares held prior to the issue of the bonus shares. So prior to the issue of the bonus shares, we are having 20,000 shareholders, but after the bonus shares have been issued, the number of shareholders will be 25,000. Okay, so as it says that they are going to give an option to the existing shareholders. I mean, whenever the shares are being issued to the existing shareholders, those shares are to be called as the right shares. That means existing shareholders will always have the right to buy the shares which are being issued by the company. So here, to give existing shareholders the option to purchase one share, okay, which is at the rate of 10, but again at 14. That means whenever the shares are being issued over and above the face value, you know that it is called as a premium. So here the shares are being issued at a premium of 4 rupees, and that too for every 4 shares held prior to the issue of bonus shares. So again it is the same ratio. For every 4 held, they are trying to issue one share. So as there are 20,000 shareholders, again the company has decided to make an issue of 5,000 shares. So 5,000 shares, which is at the rate of 10. So this, I mean, towards these shares, the company, okay, has to receive the cash, because it is not the the bonus shares, it is not for the free of cost, it is for the cost. That means here there is a consideration which the company has to receive, okay. then followed by the last one to repay the debentures at a premium of 5%. So as you have seen in the case of the entries what you have learned for issue and the redemption of the debentures, so the same thing needs to be applied here. So here they have decided to repay the debentures at a premium of 5%. So here the debentures amount is 1,20,000. The same thing needs to be repaid to the debenture holder. So these are to be called as redeemable debentures, right? So there are four adjustments, or I can say there are four different resolutions which the company has you know uh, declared, I can say. Okay, so these resolutions needs to be adopted, and accordingly we are going to make the journal entries. So the based upon the following resolutions which have been passed, okay, in the annual general meeting, so let us see what is the accounting procedure, okay, which needs to be given towards the same. So what is asking here, give journal entries and prepare the balance sheet after the implementation of the above resolution. So let us say the resolutions one after the other. Okay. Yeah. So coming to the first one here, right? The first resolution is to pay a dividend of 10%. So whenever the company has to declare the dividend, usually the dividends will be declared out of the right, out of the profits. So as you see, even the reserves and surplus of the balance sheet, we have only one reserve, that is the profit and loss account is only available, but there are no other reserves which are available in the company. So whatever the company has decided to declare either towards the dividends or either for issuing the new bonus shares, the amount has to be utilized only out of the P&L account, right? So here for the first one, as they have decided to pay a dividend, so now let us make a right. So to pay a dividend of 10%, that is 10% when you are calculating on the paid up share capital of 2 lakhs, 20,000 is the amount which is been required towards a sale. So therefore here um, so come back to this, write it as profit and loss account. While doing the reserves and surplus note in the company final accounts, the dividends is always to be shown as a deduction from the P&L account balance. So profit and loss account debtor, that is 20,000 to, as proposed dividends. So here the amount which is to be payable towards the dividends is, okay, so being 10% dividends capital declared, being 10% dividends on or 10% declared. Enough. Right? Now next one. What's the next one? No, as it says here, to pay. So it is not that they have just proposed here, they have decided to make a payment. So when they make a payment over here, okay, towards the same the cash is being flowing out. So therefore, to pay the dividends, the entry will be proposed dividends account dividend account debit, that is 20,000 to First problem wherein you are coming across the bank account. So here the assets of the balance sheet is also being affected, right? So for the first resolution, that is for paying the dividends, which is at the rate of 10%. First, I mean towards the same, we need to first set aside out of the profits 20,000 rupees. That means your profits are going to be reduced by 20,000, for which you are going to debit the P&L account and transfer the same amount into the proposed dividends account. And while making a payment towards the same, debit the proposed dividends and credit the cash. The first resolution which is being passed in the meeting. Now coming to the second resolution here, as I say, to issue one bonus share for every 4 shares held. So as you all know very well, like how the calculated, right? So for every 4 held, they have decided to. So in this shares in the company and towards the same. So for this, they are supposed to issue 5,000 bonus shares, right? So 5,000 shares will be issued, that too at the rate of 10 rupees per share. So when it is going to be at the rate of 10 per share, right? Required for the same is going to be 50 rupees. So therefore, as if you see the balance sheet here, there is only the P&L account which has been available. So the P&L account will be utilized to issue the bonus shares to the shareholders. So therefore here, the second entry is going to be, right, towards the, it's not towards the final call, but it is towards general reserve account debit due. Do you take general reserve? Accordingly, so just bear with me. So here it is going to be the second. Please change this as P&L account. And the amount required towards the same is 50,000 to bonus to the shareholders. So here it is not 20,000, it is 5,000 shares, which is at the rate of 10 rupees, and being the amount transferred from P&L, just put it as shareholders account. Here, so P&L account has to be debited and the bonus to the shareholders account has to be credited. So therefore, the company has decided to give 5,000 shares, which is at the rate of 10 rupees. And here, while transferring the same to the, right, while transferring the same to the capital account, the entry here is going to be bonus to the shareholders share capital, and here instead of 2,000 shares at the rate of 10. To the existing problem, right? So we have also completed with the second resolution. Right. So as per this, the first resolution is towards the payment of the dividends, for which we have made 2 journal entries, and the second resolution here is for issuing completely the new bonus shares out of the profit and loss account. So for that also we have given 2 journal entries. Now coming to the next one, that is a third resolution, which is towards, right, to give existing shareholders the option to purchase 1 share of rupees 10 at 14 rupees for every 4 shares held prior to the issue of the bonus shares. So as you can see, prior to the issue of the bonus shares, there are 20,000 shareholders in the company. So accordingly, when you are calculating, okay, the right shares, so it is something to be called right shares here. So the right shares will be issued as 5,000 shares, which is at the rate of 10 plus 4. I will write it as, okay, 10 plus 4. That means 10 is the face value and 4 rupees is the premium. So towards these right shares, whenever the existing shareholders are buying, they are supposed to pay the cash to the company. So therefore, cash is as bank account debit, right? Bank account debit. So it will be taken to the capital account directly. So to share capital, that means the issue is made directly for cash. Share capital and followed by share premium. The amount which is supposed to be credited to the capital account is on 50,000 shares. Shares issued the existing shareholders premium of 4 rupees. So here the capital will be 50,000 because 5,000 at the rate of 10 will be 1,000 and the premium will be 5,000 into 4 will be. The company here has received 70,000 rupees for the right issue. Clear with this, everyone? So with this, we have even completed the third resolution. Now let us go with the fourth resolution. That is the last one here. So the last resolution accordingly, right? So coming to the last resolution here, as it says, to repay debentures. So here the company has decided to return back the debentures here, and the debentures are 6% debentures having a value of 1,20,000, and this redemption is going to be taken at a premium. So whenever it is going to be at a premium, definitely it is going to be a loss to the company, right? So let us see how they have to be repaid. So first, whenever the debentures are to be repaid, right? So debentures always carry a credit balance, and at the time of redemption, this account needs to be debited. So here 6% debentures account, right? 6% debentures account, and the debentures of is 1,20,000. So take the amount accordingly as 1,20,000. So therefore this amount actually needs to be transferred, okay, to the debenture holders. So therefore to debenture holders account. It's called as debenture holders account. And here we are going to transfer to them to that particular account as 1,20,000, but as it is to be carried at a premium of 5%. So in case if you are going to calculate this 5% premium on the face value of these debentures, can anyone tell me what will be the amount of the premium? On 1,20,000, okay, the company has to give a premium of 5%. Come on.
6,000, ma'am.
Yes. So as the company has decided to give a premium, which is going to be a loss, so therefore it is to be debited, right? So premium on, it's called as premium on redemption of debentures. Amount to be debited over here. And accordingly, the debenture holder's account gets credited with 1,26,000. That means even though while raising the debentures or issuing the debentures, the company has accepted only 1,20,000, but at the time of repaying back the same to the debenture holders, the company needs to return 1,26,000 rupees. So which is going to be a loss to the company, right? So here if you want, you can give the narration as being debentures redeemed at 5%. Now let us see the effect of the following transactions in the balance sheet. So first let us go with the old balance sheet. So that is wherein it is having 40,000 equity shares which is at the rate of 10x. So 4 lakhs is the authorized capital of the company. Now out of this issued capital, so the already existing issued capital over here is 20,000. So keeping this in mind, now let us go with the new issues. So here the company has issued additional 5,000 bonus shares, so 20,000 plus 5,000, 25,000, plus it is also issued the right shares of another 5,000. So bonus shares 5,000, right shares 5,000, so total 20 plus 5 plus 5, 30,000 shares are being issued by the company. So therefore here shares will be 30,000 and 30,000 shares which is at the rate of 10 each, wherein the capital here is going to be 3 lakhs. This all of you understood up to this?
Yes,
Okay, now coming to the next secured, sorry, before that let us go with the reserves and surplus. So here we have only the profit and loss account, right? So let's see how much is the balance left over in the profit and loss account after the amount is being used towards the payment of the dividends as well as for issuing the new bonus shares. So here actually the amount is 1,40,000. So in the brackets, let us see how much has been used out from this. So if you see here, the P&L account has been debited with 20,000. Okay, so 1 lakh 40 minus 20. So the balance left over is 20,000. Plus the P&L account is also been debited with 50,000. That means out of 1 lakh 40,000, they have utilized 70,000 rupees towards the payment of dividend and also towards the payment of the bonus shares, right? So therefore from the P&L account, minus 70,000 rupees. So once you deduct 70,000 rupees, the balance left over in the profit and loss account will be 1,000. Clear?
yes, ma'am.
Coming to the other things. Now anyway the proposed dividend account no more exits, but whereas there is an effect in the bank balance, so that we will see it later. But before we get into that, there is also a share premium account, right? Because here the existing shares have been issued, the right shares have been issued at a premium, and the company has received a premium of 20,000 rupees, which is a credit balance. But on the redemption also there was a loss to the extent of 6,000. So while showing these amounts in the balance sheet, you cannot show the loss on redemption. Okay, this can also be called as loss on redemption of the debentures. So loss cannot be shown onto the assets side, and similarly the premium cannot be shown onto the liability side. So instead of showing two different accounts on either side of the balance sheet, the loss can be compensated against the gain. So therefore the share premium account which is having a credit balance of 20,000, from this you can write off the premium on redemption of the debentures of 6,000 rupees. So therefore here the share premium account will have a balance. So the net balance which is been available in the share premium account will be from 20,000 minus 6,000. So therefore this amount which has been left over in the account is, children, up to this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now followed by finally there is secured loans. So no more the secured loans is existing because we have already paid the debentures. So this will not again appear in the balance sheet. And following with the current liabilities here, so there is a current liability that is towards the sundry creditors which is 60,000 rupees. So show it accordingly here in the balance sheet. Okay, and the amount to be given towards the same is 60,000. So with this, we have come to an end of the liability side of the balance sheet. Now let's see on asset side. Okay. So on the assets side, as you can see, okay. So coming to the assets here, what is that we have? Let me copy this directly from somewhere, otherwise I have to waste my time in. We need a vertical balance sheet. It's not allowing me to paste. Fine. So assets under this. Okay, what I'll do is I'm not going to write down each and everything in detail. I'll just give only the totals here. So according to this, yeah, on the assets side we have a freehold property, right? So let me copy this. Freehold property is something which needs to be shown under the fixed assets, that is the fixed tangible assets, right? So 1 lakh is the amount of the freehold property, then followed by we have the current assets. So the current assets are sundry debtor, stock as well as the bank, right? So coming to the current assets, that is sundry debtor, stock and the bank. So the amount of the sundry debtors over here is, so sundry debtors, please don't write it as debtors, please show it as trade receivables. Okay, so 1,20,000, then we have a stock of 80,000. What will be the bank balance? So can we continue with the same bank balance of 2,20,000, or the bank balance is going to be changed? Anyone? Okay, I will just show you for this case journal entries.
It
Okay,
will be
what is the
changed, ma'am.
yeah, it will change because what is the existing bank balance here? There is a bank balance of 2,20,000 rupees, okay, in the bank account. So after, okay, we made a payment of 20,000 rupees towards the proposed dividends. That is, there is an outflow of cash followed by there is also an inflow of cash. So what you can do over here is just try to prepare a ledger account for the same and find out the bank balance. Are you all getting it? So if I have to do again, I need to draw up a ledger. Okay. So as a bank account, and here two balance brought down. What was the balance there? 2,20,000, right? Is it the same? Yeah. So the bank balance is 2,20,000. That is the opening balance. So let's see, because of these journal entries, what you have written. So proposed dividends to bank. So in the bank, onto the credit side, by proposed dividends, right? By proposed dividend, the amount paid towards the same is 20,000 rupees. Then followed by there is also a receipt towards the cash, that is bank to share capital and to share premium. So bank to share capital, share premium, and the amounts are 50,000 and 20,000. Right. So this is now, please balance the account and let me know what is the closing balance which is being left over. Okay. Before I do that, there is also one more payment. I did not write the last entry. Yeah? No, Nobody is telling me. Is it not? Okay. Now coming to the last entry, as the payment needs to be made to the debenture holders. So debenture holders amount debit. Yes, we have to make a payment of 1,20,000 followed by transaction to be shown here. So therefore, in the bank account, again onto the credit side, by debenture holders. Let's find out the bank balance. Debit side total is 2 lakhs 20, 50 plus 20. And
2,90,000.
Is the total 2 lakhs 90? Yeah? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And how much is on to the credit side? So here it will be taken as by balance, carried down. And the difference?
1,44,000.
1 lakh?
44,000.
Okay, so here I'm taking the cash balance as 1 lakh. Right? Now come on, do the totals of
It's
so the liabilities.
1,44,000, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now it is 3 lakhs plus 70,000, right? Plus 14,000 plus 60,000. Yeah. What is the total here? Liability side total. 7, 8 plus 6. 4 lakhs
4 lakhs
44.
44.
Ah.
Yes, ma'am.
4,44,000. Ikkada assets, check the assets. 1 lakh plus 1 lakh 20 plus 80,000 plus
Same, ma'am.
tallied up.
Yes, ma'am.
2 lakhs 44,000. That's it. So this is how you have to present the balance sheet, even the journal entry, along with the journal entries. So it's a quite lengthy problem and definitely expected for 10 marks in the examination. Very, very important problem this was. So it took a lot of time for me to solve. Is it fine or any doubts?
Ma'am, small change in the third journal entry, ma'am.
What is that?
Once go up, ma'am.
Stage, yeah, okay. Did I make any mistake while doing it? Third journal entry, yeah?
Yes, ma'am. Here amount 50,000.
Acha, okay. Thank you. That's it?
Yes, ma'am.
So rest all is fine?
Yes, ma'am.
So I will share this to you all. You can copy this very well in the book. And please try to even learn, okay? Don't just blindly copy the things. So we are still left with 2 more questions and we are only left with 7 more minutes. It's up to 11:30, right? So I thought I will complete this today. Anyways, no, not an issue. On Monday, I'm going to wind up with the bonus shares by completing the eighth problem as well as the ninth problem. So in the meanwhile, all of you write down all the 7 problems properly in the notebook. And also, I think anyway, this chapter is not there for your objective type, right? For your first internals. So you're going to have only the valuation of goodwill as well as valuation of shares. So as I said, I will share some of the objective type questions. I'll try to do it. And I think we have even quizzes, right? So you can also very well learn those quizzes. If you have the link, try to open the link and see the questions, okay? In the classroom. Fine. So let me wind up here. Thank you very much, children. So now please answer your attendance.